there's 3 James at the moment that are on my computer. There's James in Portugal with the beard, the long beard, the man that looks a bit like a wizard. And then we have Jimbo James, the boyfriend. And also we have James from New Zealand. Now James was a few years ago. Let's see when I was making that, 2020, 18. These, I'm not sure where the first one is, but there's the 3rd, 5th, 6th, 7th, and there should be 10 of them. Oh, there's number 1. So there's 2 and 4 and maybe there was 8 actually. Laws of anxiety. And what it is that they've taken education, and what it is you don't realise what you're anxious about, but they fitted it all into education, and those are very interesting videos. Had some good talks with James. He was very good with that piece of information about the laws of anxiety, which sort of comes into this bit really. Well, I better say for entertainment purposes only, if that makes everything better. For entertainment purposes only, but you get the drift. And even though it's entertainment purposes only, this guy's kind of explaining about Alzheimer's and that there's things missing in your brain, which means you get dehydrated, and this causes the problems. Not what they've told you. He says it's not a brain thing. It's to do with not having enough cholesterol, and you know what they've been like about cholesterol. Anyway, for entertainment purposes only, we're going to play I think that's seal coat guy. Yeah, there. Thank you very much for his video, very interesting indeedy.
They told you that Alzheimer's is a mystery. They told you there's no cure. They told you that it's just bad luck and age. But what if I told you that the truth about Alzheimer's is a lot darker than you think? Here's the history that they buried. Alzheimer's was almost non-existent before the 20th century. No epidemics, no nursery homes packed with memory loss patients. So why is it now the 6th leading cause of death in the US? Let's follow the trail. Who discovered Alzheimer's? A man by the name Alois Alzheimer in 1906. But he didn't name the disease. Emil Kraepelin did. A man that was working with Big Pharma to classify mental disorders. And Pharma started searching for treatments the exact same year that the disease was named. Coincidence? In the 1990s, they told you that Alzheimer's was from plaques and tangles in the brain. And Big Pharma made drugs to target the plaques. Billions spent, decades wasted, and not a single drug worked because the plaques weren't the issue. Then in 2022, scientists dropped the bomb. The original Alzheimer's research was faked. A key study that launched decades of pharma drugs, fabricated images. You heard that right. An entire field of medicine built on lies. And here's what they don't want you to know. Alzheimer's isn't a brain disease. It is a metabolic disease. Some call it type 3 diabetes. Why do they call it that? Because Alzheimer's brains can't use glucose, and modern agriculture played a big part. But what's causing it? Sugar overload, processed and fake foods, a sedentary life, inflammation, statins, yes, the cholesterol drugs, chemicals and toxins. Wait, cholesterol? Correct, your brain is made of fat and cholesterol. Didn't know that? And statins lower cholesterol, which means your brain gets starved. Makes sense? Low cholesterol means memory loss, confusion, and brain fog. The same symptoms they call Alzheimer's. And people that fast regularly, low Alzheimer's risk. People that move daily, low Alzheimer's risk. People that eat nutrient-dense natural foods, low Alzheimer's risk. But that's never mentioned. Why? Because fasting and walking cannot be patented. The Alzheimer's industry is worth 300 billion. Drugs that don't work, nursery homes that sedate, doctors who never ask about diet, lifestyle, or insulin. It's not about curing you, it's about billing you for life. Comment Alzheimer's below and I'll make part.